Let's go. This consciousness will manifest its ego unlimited money. My YouTube channel will get monetized this year, 50K. And I will give and receive positive energy for the rest of my life. Do you know why? Yes, because I'm a guy. Boom. Just playing. Yes, like, what's good, YouTube? I know your boy JacoTheJoker. Need to put back and get another video. Boss. Boss. But let's just admire what we have on the screen. Thank you. But this is Reddit again. People who dated psychos. What's your story? Let's go.
Oh, a psycho.
Okay.
What incident made you aware that you were dating a psycho?
What's the red flag?
When he told me. I'd been dating this guy a while and I thought things were going really well. I'll never forget the day because he took me to see Aladdin. We get back to my place and everything's normal. We're conversing and suddenly he gets this weird look in his eyes. He says, "I can't see you anymore. I'm afraid I might hurt you." I'm thinking hurt. Like cheat on me. You know, psychologically. I kind of laughed and told him not to worry, I was a grown-up and whatever happened we could try and work it out. No. His voice changed and he looked even worse.
Sorry for bothering my mama said always, when somebody says something about themselves, listen. When people say stuff about themselves, you gotta listen. I might hurt you.
Said, "You don't understand. I've been having these dreams where I hurt you. I mean really hurt you." Then he jumped off the couch and ran out the front door. Never saw him again. Never tried to call him cause it really shook me up. I guess I should be glad it stopped there.
For real.
He just seemed so normal up to that point.
Like,
this is honestly just incredibly sad.
Niggas say he having dreams that he might hurt her.
And when I came out of it, he was standing above me, yelling at me to stop being a F-king retarded, you stupid bitch, and this is F-king embarrassing. Then he dragged me up to my feet, slammed me against the wall, and bellowed at me to never do that again. Yes. When in the shower, he casually mentioned he had 2 kids, dating for a month. Was 14 years older than me, not 5, and his kid's mom had a restraining order on him. Before this, he was just a slightly eccentric hippie with a kind heart and a love for spontaneity and bike trips. He ended up pouring patchouli oil all over my door. It's a love oil. Leaving cursed voodoo eggs on my porch and sabotaged my bike, so when I went down a steep hill the brakes fell off and the bike crumbled. He had just returned it. This one is easy.
Okay.
She made out with her cousin, threatened to kill herself, and then said she was really a werewolf.
She need help. Instantly. But I did have a girl say she was gonna kill herself. I didn't want to say that ain't my fault. Have fun, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to do that.
Wanted me to text him my work schedule and then would call me on the work phone and wait in the parking lot for me to come out of work.
No.
Wanted to know how much was in each paycheck.
No.
One time I texted him my work schedule and he misread it and freaked out non-stop for 6 hours searching for me, called my whole family and was about to alert the police. It was his own fault. He misread what I had texted him. I broke up with him in public because he would not believe it when I broke up with him in private. It was finally to the point where random people who were nearby were like, "You just got dumped." Dated my psycho for about 8 months. Used to like to role play.
Okay.
And all that. She had a thing with being tied up. And so one night she asked to reverse roles.
No.
I was okay with that.
No.
Except after she handcuffed me and tied my ankles to the posts.
No.
She gagged me with a bandana, got dressed and left me there. Came back an hour later with 2 guys and F-ked both of them in front of me several times. When she finally untied me and I was able to speak, I asked her what the FCK was that. She said she knew I was cheating on her with a girl at work. I wasn't, and that was her way of paying me back. I moved out the next day.
Yeah, good choice.
Probably when she spent an entire night sobbing and begging me to propose to her. Screaming for answers as to why I would not propose to her.
Watch, she gonna say we've been dating for like a week.
Semicolon.
Watch.
Oh, also, we were 17.
Yeah, get away from her. You know what I'm saying?
I told her about this.
That nigga
See a
must have
couple
boned
of her
her, dog.
friends
Like,
come in and sit at a table near us and they never ordered anything. They just drank water and sat there, occasionally glancing at us. After we're done eating we walk outside and sure enough I see my girlfriend's ex now for obvious reasons, car in the parking lot. Her driver's seat was leaned all the way back and I could just barely see that she was in the driver's seat trying to hide. So I'm already kinda weirded out at this point, so me and my friends leave and as soon as we back out, sure enough her car starts and backs out as well. She began to follow us through the parking lot. At this point I'm texting her asking her what's going on, but she kept saying she was with her mom hanging out. Needless to say I ended things shortly after
yeah, I
that.
would end things that day. Like, not
Stopped
shortly
in the
after
middle
that
of
day.
riding me to get off and punch me in the cock. No explanation. Just laughter. The time she overdosed on her medication and spent 3
Okay.
days in a coma because she thought it was a safer alternative to being killed and eaten by me. A time traveler. Oh. So actually crazy then.
Yeah, that's okay. She was
One
on the
day I
heroin.
woke up to
That's what
find
that
all
was.
the men missing from my Facebook friends list, including cousins and uncles. My ex didn't think I'd notice. So you noticed they were gone? Then you were paying attention to other men. I knew it. I'm in med school and she threatened to stab my hand so that I could never do surgery in the future. Didn't really understand how unhealthy she was until after our breakup. She proceeded to key WH-ray into the side of my car about a week later because she assumed
I might catch a murder charge if a female key my car. I'm sorry. Like, if anybody key my car, I'm catching a murder charge. And I'm just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
had already
don't touch
started
my
seeing
car.
other
Like
women.
this, get out my
She
car. Don't
tracked
touch my
down
car.
every single person I know on Facebook, including family members and the CEO of my company, to send them a fairly unflattering and risque registered sign picture. The picture also came with a page-long story of how I couldn't be trusted, as I beat her, arped her, stolen money from her,
Wow. Okay.
etc.
I hope I don't never come
Had to
across.
get a restraining order and take her to court over trying to sabotage my life career. It was super messed up and I genuinely hope she got some help. Thankfully, I haven't heard from her in almost 4 years, and I now live on the opposite side of the country.
I would on the opposite
My
side of the
friend
world.
found a
That's what I would have
psycho,
left.
met her at the bar and ended up taking her home. She decided it should be more than just a one-night stand and suggested a date the following weekend.
We can be fuck buddies.
She obliges. Their first date was meeting her parents, where she told them how they were going to spend the rest of their lives together, where they were going to buy a house.
I would have said, it's cool and all that you want me to meet your parents, but I, I just, you know, boned your daughter, and that's it. It was supposed to be a one night thing, but she went crazy after they were like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
The names of their 2 children, etc., etc.
she had a whole
He
future with this
dated her
nigga.
for
Bro.
about a month, and after they broke up, she started stalking his friends. Not him,
You
his
talk to him as long as
friends.
it ain't me.
She'd somehow find out where we would be and threaten us with lawsuits for ruining her life. She was just manipulative.
Weird.
Should have listened to her friend who warned me not to date her. But I did. Twice. Just all sorts of stupid shit to get me to buy her things. When I finally just closed her out of my life, she threatened to get her dad involved. She was in her mid-20s.
Ooh.
Come on. Then she bragged about using me for money to mutual friends. I don't generally hold grudges, but for her, I made an exception.
Oh man.
He invited a bunch of people over to hang out by his fire pit one evening so I could meet his friends. Cute. I managed to hit it off with a few of his guy friends. Same taste in movies. etc. No flirting whatsoever. Cute. As the last person was leaving,
Cute.
he
What,
and
like, what
I
is
were
that?
standing in the backyard by the gate. Cute. He grabbed my by the belt loop and pulled me towards him. Cute. I thought he wanted a hug. Cute. He didn't. Turns out he was unhappy that I hit it off with his friends because now they might steal me from him. What? But this was all my fault. Again. What? Dot. Cutie had a large stick he had pulled from the fire, maybe about an inch diameter,
Was this
in
nigga
his
trying to
hand.
burn you, dog?
Cutie wasn't pulling me close. Cutie was pulling my pants away so he could brand me with the still red-hot stick I hadn't noticed in a place no one would see. I still have the scar, but I don't have him. He'd get out his guns and, with the safety on, point them at me and go bang. And when I'd jump, he'd laugh and say,
That's not funny.
"That'd be funny if the safety was off. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?" And then the next day he'd gaslight me and tell me he didn't do anything of the sort the night before. He was the king of gaslighting.
Nigga, the
Got to
king
the
of
point where
heroin.
I was seriously doubting my own sanity because he would deny everything. We were riding the train home from a date. I look over and she's logging into her ex-boyfriend's Facebook account. I asked her what she was doing and she straight up told me that she was logging into her ex-boyfriend's Facebook account.
I'll have fun with
When I
that.
asked why,
Walked away.
she said, "I'm just checking up on him. I want to make sure he's okay. He never changed his password."
Sure, girlfriend.
Her checking up on him became reading through not just his statuses but also his private messages. I asked why she couldn't just look at his profile normally. She said he blocked me. When I asked why she couldn't just text him if it was that big of a deal, she said he blocked her number too. I had so many more questions.
That's a sign.
But she started getting pissed off and defensive and I still had a long train ride home. Why didn't she unblock herself? Woke up one morning and she told me that she kept having dreams where I was dead. Then said the kicker. And I wake up happy. Engagement over shortly after that. Edit. Many people saying. That means she was happy you were alive. Dump. UHH. No. That's not what she meant.
Exactly.
I shaved my bag and he accused me of cheating because of it. My ex-girlfriend would wake up in the middle of the night and wake me up just to accuse me of cheating on her.
I used to get so many phone calls from that boy, dog. I had a dream about it. You know what I'm saying?
Convinced my entire friend group that I'm a sociopath and got addicted to cocaine right after breaking up with me. Also became a dealer and tried to get one of my friends addicted to crack cocaine for a bit of money. She also found out an autistic guy was in love with her, so she started flirting with him for his money and now he can't pay for college. I took her and her
that's
4-year-old
trash.
boy
She's
to a
trash.
carnival.
And not a lot of
And
females
the
are.
kid won a pair of goldfish.
That's only 1% of
They were
females
in
that's
a clear
trash.
plastic bag like pet stores use. The boy was super excited. On the way to the car, without saying a word, she slammed the bag on the pavement, bursting it, and then stomped on the flopping fish. The boy was instantly hysterical. When I asked her why she did it, she replied, "They probably would have died anyway." Then she called a few weeks later to ask why I had not called her. Holy shitty.
Block, like,
controlling
block.
and showing psycho behavior for a long time, but I largely.
When a female attack me, I'm going Avatar state. I'm wind, water, lightning, third, under, like all type of, bro. I'm telling you,
Passed over it
all
thinking
type
I
of
was
stuff,
happy.
dog.
I wasn't. She then got too drunk one night. Hit me to the point I had bruises and blamed it on me the next day.
Oh, yeah, my
No
sisters was
doubt
gonna handle
after
you.
that. I made the mistake of disagreeing with his mom. He attacked me physically. I was dating a girl that demanded I call every day. She would hit me for sitting wrong. She once lashed out on me over a social media website that was popular in my country, Luna
For
Store.
sitting wrong, my
You could
nigga.
see who went to look at your profile. She noticed that a lot of people from my hometown went to look at her profile. She was furious. She said that you should talk about me enough so that people aren't curious. Full stop. When I said, wouldn't that make people more curious? Comma. She lost it and screamed at me. She also screamed at me for telling other people that a family member of mine attempted suicide before I told her. She was hot, but crazy. I broke up with her and 4 years later she would send me emails telling me I ruined her life. I met her on a train a couple of years later. She was with her new boyfriend. He looked like a whipped dog. My husband is clinically bipolar and can have schizophrenic tendencies.
How can y'all deal with bipolar people? Like 1 second, and the next, I'm gonna hurt you, my nigga. Get away from me.
Suddenly all his trust in me was
bro.
gone. He would have hallucinations of things that proved I was cheating. Any nice dress or makeup that I wore became a sign. His jealousy skyrocketed. He would give me the
I'm
silent
not the
treatment for
jealous
days
type.
and then explode in anger if he saw me chatting with a coworker or smiling at the store clerk.
Is this
He
reference ex or your husband? Okay, so
started logging into my Google account on the home computer and would track my
god
phone.
damn, this nigga got
My
trust
work was
issues.
next to a restaurant. Sometimes my Google would get a little off and say I was at that restaurant, and he would see that and think I must have lied to him about going to work. I was miserable. This person who I trusted with my life. My best friend. The person I made a child with suddenly turned completely against me. We agreed that he needed to go to see a doctor. And he did. And with his diagnosis I knew that he really was having psychotic episodes. Things are getting better
But
now.
how do you can?
Kept talking on the phone and texting his mother during the date. She died years ago. He threw me across the room by my...
Hold on, my nigga. That just creeped me out. Hold on, my nigga. Hold the phone. Oh hell no. Oh no. Oh no, she did. I mean, I guess everybody grieve differently, but my nigga, these niggas is cut different on here, dog.
neck. Then proceeded to threaten that he would accuse me of attacking him if I were to tell anyone. Edit. After reading the comments I thought perhaps I should add some more information here. Also, I have been to the police about this. They have charged him and the case is working its way through the judicial system now. Also, he supported his threat with self-inflicted injuries. I trust the system in my country to reveal the truth of that night and respond accordingly despite his best efforts to undermine that trust with his threats.
I'm sorry. That
Edit.
one, that one when bro say his mama, bro, bro say he no connection. I'm done with this video. All right then, y'all. For quote for today: get up, drink water, eat healthy. I'm not doing that, but I'm telling you to do it. So do it.